If someone showed you this, do you think anything would have survived? Well, you be wrong, because this thing survived! Hey guys, how's it going? In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Feyachi RDS-68. Now, for those of you who haven't seen my previous Feyachi review videos and have no idea who they are a budget real steel optics company. They sell primarily on Amazon, at least for the US side, and they've recently been pivoting towards airsoft players because the airsoft market really picked up on their products more than the real steel market did. Now, full disclosure, they did send me this for free to make this video, but they have no creative input on this video and they don't see it before you guys do. This is just me giving my honest feedback on an optic and sacrificing it to the BB Wars gods, basically. Now, if you don't know what I mean by that, watch the other reviews and you'll figure out the context for what I just said. Personally, I've always enjoyed the things that Feyachi sent me over, and for the ones that I didn't absolutely destroy in my review process, I still actively use to this day. For example, this Falcon short dot on my Scar build, as well as the red dot and magnifier on my 416 build. Feyachi's products have accompanied me to various ops in my local area, and they have survived the stress test time and time again. They're just not that BB proof. So, in accordance with my previous reviews, I wanted to stress test this sight somehow, but I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it outside of just shooting the damn thing, because I didn't want to keep doing that because I like their products. So I thought of something new. Time and time again, you will find yourself as an airsofter taking a tumble. It's normal, it happens. Cue the B-roll.
Well.
Cam, you good?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Not that bad.
Yeah. Basically, what I'm trying to get at is that when you fall and you hear a crunch, most airsofters pray it's their spine and not their gun. So that opens up a whole new avenue of stress testing that I had not thought of before. A BB isn't the only thing that could destroy your sight while playing airsoft. So I'm going to test the other side of things. So here's how the structure of this video is going to go. I'm going to first show you guys the ins and outs of the sight, what comes in the box, its features, everything like that. Then I'm going to take a tumble or two and stress test just how resilient this sight is from the moderate to severe falling that could happen on the airsoft field. But before we do that, if you do have an airsoft story that you would like to tell, whether it be yours or a buddy's, whether it be glory on the field, to catching a cheater, to a really good score you got on Hop Up or something like that, go to r/Airsoft Storytime. I started that subreddit to be a place of sharing stories, almost campfire style, for the airsoft hobby. Now, if you've played Airsoft, you know that people like to talk about the glory that they've had, the fun stories, the bad stories, everything in between. And I wanted a place on Reddit to do that, so I created r/Airsoft Storytime. Link will be in the description as well as in a pinned comment if you want to join that community and share your stories. Back to the video. Okay, this is everything you're going to get with the package. The box, the manual/instruction sheet, a hex key, a cleaning cloth, and the sight itself. So obviously I don't think I really need to show you guys all this, but I will say there was a bit more information in this specific instruction sheet than in prior ones, so I do appreciate that. I like how they're taking steps to just be more informational with their products and what they provide to the customer. I do appreciate that. Obviously, the box is a box. Don't need that. Hex wrench, obviously, for your adjustment. You do only have one adjustment sight here. I know on other sites I've had 2 screws. This one you only have one. Honestly, for airsoft, you don't really need more than one. Now, what you'll also see here are 4 Phillips head screws. That is for the base mount for this low profile mount right here. My guess is they're using the same base design for their low profile and high profile T1 style optics. I'm not too sure if you can swap out their bases. I'm going to assume you can. I don't know if Feyachi actually sells their bases separately though. That's something that you might want to look into if you're ever actually going to try and replace this, or if they are T1 style where you could take any high profile mount or high rise mount and then swap it out. I don't know. I'm not a big T1 guy. This is my first T1 style optic, so I am not too familiar on their mounting options, like for swapping things out, high profile, low profile, things like that. Another cool thing that you do get is a rubber lens cap. It goes on both sides, and there is a clear, like, thick side goes here, thin side goes here. I do appreciate that. That's always a very nice thing to see. And then on the sight itself, you obviously have the windage and elevation adjustments here. If you wanted to change where the reticle is to sight it in, that is what you do. And then for the adjustments here, the battery also goes right here. You unscrew this cap. I'm not going to because I don't want to right now. You just unscrew this cap. There's a little line for a flathead screwdriver if you need assistance opening that cap. Now, for the actual brightness adjustments, you do have two colors. You have green and red. So you can have green 1 to 5, red 1 to 5 with multicolor dot sights. One thing, especially for Airsoft, one thing that I really prefer to do is have it teetering on the line between green and red, like green 1, red 5, because I've noticed that the green dots are always a lot brighter and easier to see, at least for me personally, like on the lower powers. So just going like up for red 5, down for green 1, for example, usually the brightness of the optic is pretty similar because the green that's used is a lot brighter than the red that's used. So if anyone's looking for a nice sweet spot for adjustments and they want to use both colors, that's my suggestion. But yeah, that's my overview of everything that comes in the box and a little rundown of the optic itself. Let's break it. So some of you may be thinking the same thing I thought of when my girlfriend thought of this test idea. If you're taking a tumble to see if something breaks, aren't you worried about breaking one of your good guns? And you are very right. So I've got this to test with instead. This is a Double Eagle M14 that I got in a Boneyard mystery box years ago. This thing is non-functional, been gutted and destroyed internally, just trying to figure out how the cheap ones worked. And ultimately, I was gonna throw this away in a month or two anyways, so we might as well just try to break it. It's gonna be fun. So let me show you what I'm gonna be doing for the first test. So we're gonna be running from here-ish to around over there where I have the camera set up. If you can see it, I'll try to zoom in like post to try to show you what it is. I have a little tripod over there where we're gonna be mounting this camera, and I'm just gonna take a tumble around this area, hopefully in absolute glorious fashion, if you know what I mean, with that bad boy right there. We're gonna see if anything breaks, if we hear any cracks. We're gonna check the quality of the sight afterwards, and if that doesn't work, we're gonna go to some more extreme measures. For science! I hope I didn't fall in dog poop. Okay, so nothing broke, unfortunately, other than some skin on my knuckle from that. Sight still works perfectly fine. Absolutely no scratching or anything done to that. So let's move on to something a little more intensive. We're doing this for science. Oh, something definitely broke that time. Okay, let's assess some damage here. I don't know if it necessarily broke or if it just came off. Because, oh wait, hold on, this is all splitting now. Okay, yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah, we busted this up. We did a number to it. That's okay. But the important thing, how is this sight? Do you still work? Trying to It does. Okay. Like, I don't know if you guys can see the dot, but I can. It is still there. So this thing's a little busted, but the sight itself actually is still perfectly fine. Which means we just have to throw it off of something either a little higher or onto something a little harder. I think I have a solution. Okay, so I'm gonna aim for that stone, like, little outline in between the pathway and the driveway, just in case if something shatters. I don't want it possibly popping a tire. So, for science. Okay, let's assess the damages. Made a little divot here, a nice little impact, if you will. Let's just see what broke off. Okay, so we lost this. Nice. Mag opened up. We got some BB spillage. It's okay. I hope they're biodegradable. And oh, the stock cracked open a little more this time too. Oh, we finally got some marks here on the sight itself. So just some scratches in the paint. How are the lenses doing? Oh, something just shifted when I moved this up. Everything else still seems to be fine. Let's check if the sight works. Yeah. Again, I don't know if you guys can see this on camera, but the sight still works perfectly fine. So literally right now, just the paint on the housing is a little scratched up. That's kind of it. Again, I have a feeling even more so now, but like, we're not gonna take a tumble that does something like this to your airsoft gun that's gonna be much worse. Like, this is kind of, if I was a betting man, I'd say this is the worst a tumble in airsoft is gonna do. Yeah, you guys can see that. That's still a perfectly functioning airsoft sight. I mean, the rail it's on is coming off, but the sight itself is still, we're still on there all nice. Like, look at this. Honestly, I can't help but be impressed a little bit. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you did enjoy what I did here today, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, let me know in some way that you enjoyed this video. It is very much appreciated and helps me adjust my style of video editing to figure out what people like and what people don't. If the RDS-68 did impress you at any point in this video and you want to pick one up for yourself, I'll leave the Amazon link in the description and in the pinned comment. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.